Hello, it's the Marine Detective, and I'd like to talk to you about this fish. I believe it to be the Scalyhead Sculpin, Artidius harringtoni, if you're a scientist. And specifically, I want to talk about how the Scalyhead Sculpin males are super dads. For your interest, the pink material in the picture is soft coral, and the bushy parts, these are the polyps. The soft coral is an animal, and these parts are what allow it to feed by filtering the plankton out of the water. But on with the story of the Scalyhead Sculpin. While on a beach walk in Port Hardy this month, May, I found these eggs underneath a rock. I know they're fish eggs, and I'm pretty sure they're Scalyhead Sculpin eggs. So every dot that you see, some of them are very distinctly white, these are individual eggs with a little Scalyhead Sculpin growing inside them. To give you a better idea of size, every cluster of eggs, every little mound, every little ball is about the size of a loonie, the $1 Canadian coin. So hopefully that gives you a really good idea of the size of the clusters. And it is a small fish, the Scalyhead Sculpin. Here I was lucky enough to get the picture when one had just grabbed a little shrimp, possibly a ghost shrimp. And it's a good thing they're feeding lots because they need their energy, the females of course, to make eggs during the mating season. And the males need the energy because they're the ones that take care of the eggs. And it's not just one male taking care of one female's eggs, one male takes care of multiple females' eggs. So if we look at the eggs underneath this rock, the way that it works is every female's eggs are slightly different colored, and they lay them in these mounds one at a time. So you'll see, for example, that there's quite yellow eggs. The yellow eggs belong to one female. She lays a mound. Maybe she goes away, comes back again. The female who's got the red eggs, yeah, is also having the eggs fertilized by the same male. And why nature would do this is because if a male is able to fertilize the eggs of this many females and take care of them, he must have really good genes. And competition between males, nature seems to think this is a good idea to make sure that the best genes get through. What the males do is they don't not only make sure that the eggs have a greater chance of surviving to hatch by guarding off predators, warding off predators, they also make sure that there is some water moving over the eggs, yeah, by moving their bodies over them, so that they get a good supply of oxygen. In this picture, there is a Scalyhead Sculpin, and specifically, I think it's a her. It's not a mature male because they are a really bright color, and you can see that this one is not. So here's the big challenge. How many females laid eggs under the rock that's then being guarded by just one male? And remember, it's not that every little ball, every loonie-shaped ball, has been laid by a different female. Every female lays different colored eggs. So you've got to look for how many different colored balls are there. And indeed, you can see that there are some that are the same color so that the females are laying multiple balls of eggs. So here you go, 20 seconds to figure out how many females got their eggs fertilized by this one male who is now guarding them, yeah, when the tide comes back in. You get 20 seconds, I'll tick-tock to myself here. Okay, I think at least 4. If you have a good look here, what I think is you've got reddish orange ones, you've got some yellow ones here, there's some bright orange ones, there's lighter red ones, and then bright red ones. So 4, maybe 5? Love to know what you think. This is then a male seen as bright colors. And yeah, what a job to do. One male guarding maybe up to 5 females' eggs. And when they hatch, the eggs will let little Scalyhead Sculpins go. They're just little larvae. And just as a bonus, don't expect that you would have seen it at the first go, but there's a sea slug in this picture as well, underneath the same rock. It's a orange colored sea slug. It loves to feed on orange sponge. It takes on its color as well as its bad taste. And it's actually laying eggs in this picture as well. And with all the orange here, it's difficult to tell, but there he is. Yeah, likely Cooper's Dorid, and the eggs are being laid just to the left of the animal. So there you go, all of this under just one rock. And of course the students are wonderful and make sure that the rock is placed back just the way that it should be so that everything survives underneath it.